What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and to another Lost Ark video. My name is The Full Measure, but when I play Lost Ark, I am a filthy casual. And I've created a series of videos just like this one where I detail the minute you get to level 50 with a specific class, a build that you can use to start doing chaos dungeons as soon as possible, do them as fast as possible, as efficient as possible, and get those rewards so that you can start gearing up your character and improving the gear score. Now, my criteria for these builds are that A, they should be beginner friendly. In other words, that you need the minimum amount of skill points that are available to a character that is a fresh level 50, having just reached the end game. So no need to go off into islands and do for skill potions, everything like that. These builds basically use around 255 to 260 skill points, which is exactly about what you have when you get to 50. The second criteria is these builds focus on AoE damage. So yes, while chaos dungeons of course have some bosses walking around in them, these skills are mostly meant to deal with large groups of enemies at once. In other words, just, breaking down entire waves of enemies, because that also just gets you to finish the chaos dungeons much more, efficiently and quicker. Now, the class that we're going to look at today is the Berserker, and the skill tree that's on the screen right now is the one that I used as a blueprint to start out when I started doing chaos dungeons. Specifically the Berserker, you are trying to tap into skills like Whirlwind. You want to get Tempest Slash, because Whirlwind allows you to move through mobs while dealing damage to them, which is fantastic. Tempest Slash is another AoE that is circular around you and gathers up the enemies and deals with them. So you can essentially use these two skills to move from one side of the battlefield to the other side and essentially clean up all the enemies that are in the middle. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get on either side where enemies then approach you basically from one direction, and then you can hit them with a sword storm or a massive strike wave or something like that and just down them like that. Now, even just using those four skills and working your cooldowns correctly, you'll be able to deal with mostly everything in the chaos dungeon without having to have too much of downtime or anything like that. So the other skills usually are more just like filler skills, I would call them, and you can just use them when these other are on cooldown. But other than that, the Berserker is actually quite a lot of fun. It's a class that I'm not super familiar with, having not played it on the Russian version of the game at all and having only tried it on the EU version, but definitely capable of dealing huge amounts of AoE, especially the ultimate ability, which is fantastic for popping right during the middle of the chaos dungeon when you get that one big boss after all of the waves in the second, teleport area or whatever I can call that. But that's it for the Berserker. Try out the build. Let me know in the comments down below what you would do to improve it, because remember, I am a filthy casual and I have a lot to learn still about this game, so any suggestion is welcome. But let me know if the build works out for you, what I can do to improve mine, and if you're still enjoying the game, which characters you're hoping that I'm covering next. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. It's just really important to me that you have a fantastic morning, a great afternoon, and a super awesome evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.